Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
We are here to talk about two movies that we saw. So let's get right into it. Let's cut right to it. We saw One of Them Days, and I seen Mufasa. You saw it a couple days before me with Mom.
Yeah.
The first movie we're going to talk about is Nope. We're going to talk about One of Them Days first.
Okay.
So tell me, what did you think about it?
I had no expectation. Actually, I was shocked that you wanted to go see this. You texted me when I was at work, and I just was like, "What?"
Hunter strongly suggested I go see it.
Wow.
He's a huge
SZA fan.
Huge. Talking about for years. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, I was shocked when you asked me, and then I just said, "Well, might as well. I mean, ain't nothing else I was gonna do that day anyway." So I didn't really have any expectations going in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the biggest, as we all know, maybe you don't. I'm not the biggest SZA fan, and I'm not the biggest Keke Palmer fan.
Dang. You just keep going. Anybody else you're a fan of?
Yeah.
In the movie? Really?
Oh, no. I thought you meant in general, because I got my list.
Oh, no. We ain't doing all that.
Chris Paul, all them. But it was a decent movie. I was surprised that you laughed out loud a couple times. Shout out to Tony Baker, and then like all the influencers that was in it. Desi, the one that played SZA's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name, but he's on Instagram, and I've seen his videos a few times.
Yeah, I've seen him too.
And then somebody was on there from Snowfall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a decent movie. Cat Williams was in it.
Oh yeah, she was. So having no expectations, you saying it was decent. Mm-hmm. So it went past her expectations.
Yeah. When we sat down, I didn't know what to expect. I mean, obviously I had seen the trailer, but that wasn't like on my radar to see. It was like one of those movies that I would check out probably if I was at home and it was on streaming.
The name of this movie should have been called "It's All Her Fault." It was 100%.
Which her?
Alyssa, aka SZA's fault. The whole thing.
Yes.
And what made me mad was when they had that argument, and she was trying to say, "You're not confident in yourself. You don't know what you want to do with your life." It's like SZA. She's about to be a manager.
And she was.
She's She's Drew. Her name. Mm-hmm. She's gonna climb the corporate ladder at her job. She's already set. Mm. She just got to do with you as a bum ass friend.
Hey, that's what friends are for. Not all friends are gonna be on the same status level. Like,
yeah, but you gotta make sure you ain't around that friend that actually stops you from getting that job.
Well, Drew chose to live with her, knowing that she was an artist. So I mean, Drew got some responsibility in it too. I mean, that's her friend. I get it, but like, you gotta know that she ain't gonna have the rent sometime. But they did have the rent. But they had the rent. Her, but live-in boyfriend.
I laughed. Yeah, I laughed. There were certain scenes that were funny, but at the same time, excuse me, there was certain scenes where I felt the blood bank scene was a little bit too much.
Oh
yeah, it was like wait a minute, what? Like there's certain things in it that it felt like it was trying to be a different type of a comedy, and then it would try to go back to normal. Like the blood bank thing was weird. The thing where she got electrocuted.
Oh, when she was trying to
it was like every time you thought it was going to be kind of grounded, it would No. I mean, it was all right. It was okay. I mean, I'll say some controversial. I'm gonna say it right now. Okay. Hey, say that louder. What you say?
Oh, God.
Dang. All I was gonna say was that I find Keke Palmer more attractive.
I knew you would say that. What? Once I seen you, she got that first chuckle out of you. I said, "Oh,
wow, that's all it takes."
Because I have been with you when you've seen videos of her, and you would get so mad, and she wasn't even doing nothing. I don't like her, but I would.
Dang.
But I don't get mad as you did when you would see her and go off on a little tangent. But once you chuckled, I said, "Oh, here we go."
I thought it was weird how they had her in scantily clad clothes in like 20 minutes of the movie, and then they flipped it and had scissors at the end in something like like some short skirt and her boobs. Like both of them had moments where they were in like prolonged clothes where it's like, why are you wearing that? They're just trying to. They just.
Well, if you remember, they lost their clothes.
Yeah, I know,
time.
but I'm saying that was a director story decision. It was just it kind of threw me off. I was like, I mean, look. Go ahead. Yep.
No, you can finish your thought.
No, I mean that's it. Yeah.
Why were you so upset with
See, I told you pull up the cast. I told you pull the cast up. You ain't gonna remember the name.
Maniac? I think his name is.
That was his nickname.
The nickname. We never found out his real name.
Oh, okay. At first, I was mad. The first part. No, keep looking it up. Look up the cast.
Maniac.
Yeah. No, he ain't got a real name.
I mean, I don't know.
No.
Okay,
I mean, besides Maniac,
like
that's what I mean.
Patrick.
It was
Cage
Patrick
the second is his real name.
No, oh, sorry. I meant
real life.
I meant. It just says Maniac on there.
Yeah,
man, come
they
on.
never
Look,
said his real name.
look, y'all. I know. Look, y'all got to stop
movie.
doing this. I know the movie had a limited budget, but y'all could have gave him a real name.
I mean, think about it. Sometimes you don't use the real name of people.
Yeah, I know, but still, I mean, maniacs are really. That's like calling somebody murderer.
Well, we don't know. Yeah,
and we did know he was a firefighter.
At the end, spoiler alert. Sorry. At the end, yeah, but we didn't know. I mean, we don't know that neighborhood like that.
But
we both got nicknames.
Okay, no. Okay, look, I was mad. I wasn't mad. I was just like, I was eye rolling.
Huffing and puffing.
Look.
You were huffing and puffing.
Hey, because she had her tongue on. I'm like, oh, and then it was like, just get his number. Just get his number, girl. Just go ahead.
Everybody's not that confident to do that.
And I did laugh when he was, the honey bun line. Can I get them honey buns? She was like, oh, you want them? He was like, no, they're behind you, the honey buns. Mm-hmm. And it was a funny line. Mm-hmm. Hey, that was funny when Miss Rose, when she went to go see Miss Rose, mm-hmm. and she and remember she went and got something out of the refrigerator. And remember I said that's a weird refrigerator.
That wasn't a refrigerator. That was like something you have in like an office space.
No, it was a refrigerator.
I mean, yeah, but not a traditional.
Yeah, and we realized as soon as he turned around, we saw the food there and everything. We're like, oh, it's a convenience store. Yeah, the convenience store in the apartment building. Mm. Let me see. Cat Williams was all right in it.
Yeah,
he was all right.
It didn't bother me.
Yeah, no, it didn't bother me. I wish they could have gave him like more to work with, but he was okay.
I wish they gave. I know he was working the drive-thru, but I wish they would have gave Tony Baker more.
Yeah, that would have been cool if Tony Baker ended up hanging out with them for like another 15 minutes or something, like outside of it or something weird kind of thing. Or they could have talked about their jobs because they was both in like the food industry.
Yeah,
and they could have made a joke back and forth. What you gonna work here? I ain't working there. They ain't got no insurance like that. And then the thing that I wish the movie had, I felt like there was large chunks of the movie where they were talking too fast. Like they were like, I feel like we needed more time to develop the characters and develop their relationship with the neighborhood. Because there could have been some more interesting tenets.
I don't know. They was on the clock. They had to get that money.
Oh yeah, that clock was slow. That was a slow clock.
It's normal life. It don't happen in a blink of an eye like that. 8 hours don't pass.
Hey, that clock needed new batteries.
I mean, there was multiple clocks. You had the clock for them getting the rent money. Then you got the clock for King Lolo because he put him on the clock.
What was the chick name? Brianna. What was her name?
Bianca.
I
mean Bernice.
Bernice.
The bully, aka the bully.
Yeah, I mean, part of me's glad when I sit back and think that they didn't do the stereotype where it was like some just big girl. Because they could have did that. They could just put some big girl in and be like, "It's Big Bernice," but they just made her, a smaller girl that just had an attitude. It was okay. I just felt like it was something off. Like we needed to be. We got. You know what I mean? I wish we would have got a little bit more just in environment, like the environment where she worked at. The environment,
Drew?
Where Drew worked at. The environment, SZA's customers, or SZA dealing with, Alyssa dealing with different people besides her boyfriend. You know what I mean? The whole the neighborhood could have been a story. We were just it was something that was interesting that wasn't fleshed out all the way. And now that I've seen the first 2 seasons of Insecure, Issa Rae produced it, and you can really see there's a lot of Issa Rae-isms in it.
I'm not comparing these 2 movies at all in that way.
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking of like hood movies and stuff like that. Yeah. With Friday, they didn't like flesh out the neighborhood.
Yeah, they did, because you got Exele, then you got the neighbor, you got the neighbor. Stay off my grass. Stay off my grass. You got Bernie Mac, the preacher. You got Bernie Mac, the preacher. You got Smokey that lived there. You got the homie with the chain. The homie with the chain that got his chain stolen. You got Debo. You got Craig's girlfriend. This is the key. You don't have it's not a fact about expanding the time in order to do it. It's what you do with the time that you're allotted.
They showed us the neighborhood. They showed Jamel, the guy that was doing the hair. Oh my God, I would have been so mad. Oh, do not start my hair.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, what I'm noticing about movies now. They're giving people stories too quick, and it's like he does hair, he ain't gonna do my hair. And he was funny.
I think he might have wrote in this because he wrote I cannot think of it. The Blackening.
Never saw it. Yeah, I never saw it.
I hate to say it, but that's one of my comfort movies. I don't know why.
Is that a comedy?
Yeah.
Is that a horror comedy?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But I think he might have wrote some because he wrote on that. Yeah, I thought it was the neighborhood was they introduced them, but we had
everybody was introduced, but I felt
money,
it just felt too fast, and I want to see SZA and Keke Palmer in more movies together because I want them to keep developing that rapport to get more comfortable with each other. I felt like the jokes, everything was like slightly off with each other. Like they would hit sometimes, and then it wouldn't hit a lot of times.
I wonder if it was a lot of improv.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. Yeah, that's what it felt like. So I'm in an interesting spot because it's like I'm not sitting there like, oh, I recommend them, like, but I'm not sitting there like this sucks.
Do what I do all the time. Just say, hey, see it for yourself.
I guess.
Everybody's taste is different.
But speaking of taste, let me tell you something right now. That hot Cheeto martini thing, get out of here. If anything goes with anything hot, it's margaritas. Oh, you don't drink. But margaritas go with spicy stuff.
I did have a mimosa on last Sunday.
Yep.
Nothing affected me.
Yeah.
It was like more than champagne in it.
Okay, yeah. But you gotta be careful with that stuff because it goes quick. Like people think it. Hey, look.
Yeah,
you want to stay away from it. Trust me. You want to stay away from it.
We was watching football.
Anything that tastes like it ain't got nothing in it. That's how people get jacked up because it'd be like, oh, there ain't that much alcohol in it.
I mean, you
and then you start.
It.
You know what I'm saying, but like it'd be like that much alcohol, but then that much like orange juice or whatever. That much. You look up, you might have 3 of them. And all of a sudden you got to be very careful.
I didn't finish the one I had. It was all right.
Okay. But yeah, overall it was okay. It was okay.
It was a nice movie.
But yep, I have much more. I got a lot more respect and admiration for Keke Palmer.
That's all it took.
Hey, Keke.
And you would dog her.
No,
out.
But excuse me.
Yes, you would.
You know what's funny?
Would.
See, you could just leave it off the pod. You could just leave it alone.
Hey, I'm honest.
Yeah. Look, sometimes you don't need honesty. Sometimes. Hey, as we talk about remember as we talk about our next movie, Mufasa. Deception is part of being a king. Deception. We was kings. So now we're gonna talk about Mufasa. Now, Ma saw it and she loved it, and she saw it so much and loved it so much. She asked us to go. I couldn't make it, but you went.
I went with her. Yeah, she had seen it before, and then I went with her.
And then sometimes you'll see a movie, you'll be like, "Hey, I'd be interested to see what you think of it." And I'm like, "Okay," but anyway, did you like it? Dang, I couldn't tell. I thought you liked it.
I liked it, but it was long. To me, it was long.
Okay.
And I don't know what they could have cut out, but maybe 1 or 2 songs. But it was alright. The real and quote unquote real animals threw me off. Like I don't really like looking at
the valley. Yeah, the what's it called? Look at it like it's a valley. Like when you look at CGI stuff where you can tell it's fake or whatever. When you got really in their face and their body was behind like it is like an animal, it was off. It was like their head. It was just weird. Yeah.
I don't. If it's not like a dog or something like that.
Of course, you gotta say dog.
Of course. But if it's like something in the wild, like Pumbaa, it was making me sick to look at him with all that hair on him and stuff like that.
I always get them mixed up. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. That's a hog. A hog is a pig, right?
Yeah.
If you ever want
hog.
If you ever, you said Pumbaa, right? If you ever want people to stop eating pork, just show them Pumbaa. Cause that thing is disgusting. Like, who would eat that? He looked like a hairball.
I don't know. He looked like pork chops a couple days later, so I'm sorry.
Wow.
Let's get back on track. Sorry.
Yeah. Your boy was in it.
His voice was in
it. Hey, who is he? What's his name? He getting a lot of. I forgot his name. Tell me. Say his first and last name. What's his name? You probably know his first and last. What's his name?
Everybody know his first and last name.
I don't.
Aaron Pierre.
Aaron Pierre. Hey, Aaron Pierre.
I bet you the Green Lantern.
I bet you when she was in that Soul Train line, the Jennifer Hudson thing, you probably would have been clapping. Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre.
I would have been at the end of it like this.
Oh, holding your phone up. Wow. You know what? Anyway, I will say that he did an admirable job because trying to follow up on James Earl Jones. I didn't see this. I didn't see the remake. The Lion King. I didn't see the remake, but I
didn't either.
He got a very unique voice. He has that ability to use his deep that voice, that same voice I made fun of in the Malcolm X TV series. If y'all haven't seen it, it's called Malcolm MLK/X. It's on National Geographic. It's a fictional retelling of the paths of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King crossing over, and how they had to dedicate their lives and sacrifice their lives for the struggle of equality for African Americans. But anyway, why are you laughing?
I don't know. It sounded like you was on NPR.
Thank you. So I think I do you think I like the movie?
I think you're like with the first one we talked about. You are it's so.
Okay, this is my problem.
I think it surprised you.
Okay. I was surprised that they showed them as a team. I didn't know. I thought it was going to just be Cubs. I thought they were going to be showing, because I didn't remember the trailer or nothing. So when they transitioned into that, I'm going to tell you the most inappropriate moment I laughed at.
Of course. You are the king of that.
Because I seen it with James. Shout out to James. And he has a son, a little son named Stevie. Shout out to James and Stevie. And the scene where it was in the river in the beginning.
How did I know that was the scene?
And it was like, "Ma, help me, Ma, help me!" And he's about to get to his mother, and
it crashed.
And that elephant hit the dam, and it blew up. And that thing blew up like dynamite. I laughed so hard. James looked over like, "Man." Because I wasn't expecting it. It was just, you saw an elephant just explode into the river. You're like, wait, what? That's why you can't look at your face.
Because I knew exactly what you was
Because
talking
I was sitting there
about.
like this. Okay, like I was like, dang, what? I was like, no.
You're so wrong. That poor elephant didn't deserve that.
Shoot, and it looked okay. It wasn't as annoying as people made it out to be. The CGI, like the live action.
Yeah, I mean, I cut it some slack. You're not gonna get real lions to sit there and sing and prance about, like, you know.
I mean, not anymore because you got animal cruelty laws and stuff.
What did you think of Blue Ivy Carter?
What made you want to ask that? Oh, because you're a Beyonce fan.
She voiced Kiara.
I know. I'm just laughing. She was just there.
Yeah, I told my friend she did good. I mean, she can read.
Like yeah, exactly. Like there's nothing to say. Like
she did good.
Just like Beyonce, there's nothing to say. Like
I mean, she did like the voice inflections and stuff like that. It was cute. Pumbaa and Timon.
They annoyed me.
Thank you. You took the words out of me.
It was like a caricature. It was a caricature of the animation. You get it?
Yeah.
It was like a sketch. It was like a sketch version of it.
They really weren't
needed. Nah.
I mean,
they could have said hi and bye.
Yeah, they could have been like, okay, well, Rafiki's telling one of his stories again. We're leaving. I didn't need them. I don't like.
Yeah.
The one that voiced Pumbaa. I don't like him.
Dang. Because the other one's
rude.
The other one's Seth something. Who's the other one? Is it Jane? Wait.
Billy. Not Billy Eilish. Sorry.
I'm about to say it.
Eisner or something like that.
Oh, yeah. He's a rude guy. Yeah, he's Billy on the street or whatever.
I don't like that when people hide their rudeness and mask it and being funny. Like,
dang, I do that all the time.
Well.
Oh, you don't like I'm playing.
I don't like that. So he already annoyed me. So when I was listening to him, I was just like, get him off the screen, please. What did you think of the song that I kept singing?
I hate that song. The song
Hasn't
about
it stuck in your head?
No, okay. The song she's referring to, ladies and gentlemen, is the brother song. I don't know.
I always wanted a brother.
Yeah,
I think
yeah. I always wanted a brother.
You're not doing it right, and I'm not doing it.
I think that it was. I'll tell you. Okay, the song wasn't as annoying in the actual movie as in the trailer, as in other people saying it. It was weird. It wasn't as annoying. It's annoying when I see it in the TikTok.
You didn't know when it was coming, and you just was into the movie.
And it's annoying when I see it in shorts and stuff. I just get annoyed by it because I've seen it so many times. But Taka was a weird character because he had everything given to him, but you didn't really see. This is the problem I'm saying I'm having with movies recently. They're not showing any situation, or they're not developing the character. It's just given like, well, he's going to be the next king, and he's soft, and in my head I'm like, oh, he must have been given everything, but you don't see it. It's his actions. He's very naive. But his father's very mean. He's like, I'm going to teach you. But you can see that his father really didn't teach him anything. He's let him be soft and just yelled at him. Like, you're soft. Not even yelled at him. He didn't even say he was soft. He was like, you're going to be king. And I wish that young Mufasa and Taka would have met and had a little uneasiness at first, instead of him being like, hey, how you doing?
Well,
do you know you're about to get eaten?
Well, hey.
I have a secret. An alligator's right there. And then they kind of call back to it when he tries to help him out of the water, to him about to, like, in the future.
They did that a lot with him.
Yeah, they did like 3 times. It was annoying. And then I wish they would have showed them have a little uneasiness first, instead of being like, oh, I saved you. Now you're my brother. I always wanted a brother. Now we're best friends. It was almost like how they did like Timon and Pumbaa, how they got together with Simba, kind of. But it was just like, that shouldn't have been that dynamic with them. It should have, or maybe Simba. Damn, Mufasa saved his life. That would have been cool. That would have been in order to gain his trust a little easier. It was just kind of like automatic. And when the mama was like, the mama told him when they got older, and the mama was talking to Mufasa, was talking like, yeah, you have great power and all this stuff. You could be amazing, stuff like that. He's like, I want to be king. She's like, why would you say that? He's like, I want to be like Taka. And then he don't want to have that heavy
Mhm.
responsibility on him.
Yeah.
It was maybe thinking like, dang, did the mama want him to be king? Because the way he responded
I think
to
she
it,
knew he wouldn't be a good king.
yeah, it was
Taka.
it was like, dang.
I think she knew he didn't have the heart for it.
I forgot the father's name. Abba, I can't remember.
Just say Taka's dad.
Taka's daddy, yeah, he was trash. He didn't even develop a. You know what's funny? For them, they didn't have a unit for real. They had a few. They usually a few males, and then me and James got into it over it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say when, but eventually my friend will show up on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
We haven't determined when, but he will. And me and him had such a disagreement about the movie. He almost was like, "Man, we might have to talk about it." He was like, "Not yet." I'm like, "That's fine." But my thing is, they didn't show. You got to go with the women. You got to like the
'cause
father.
he was an outcast.
Yeah, but we never saw him with them.
You never saw what?
Him never like with the women like that.
I mean, he did the training with the mom.
Yeah, no, with the mom. But I'm saying,
Dad, you want to see everything?
no,
We gotta get the story moving.
no. But guess what? You said it was long. But I'm pointing out how we didn't see any development. It was just like when Simba was giving advice, like, "Hey, this is how you talk to girls." I ain't see you talk to no girl. And then James gonna tell me, well, he was around the women.
Yeah.
You never saw it. You never saw it.
You need to see it to know that he picked up some things.
A little bit. I said a little bit. A little bit. Also, that's just because you're around a group of women don't mean you're gonna be wise about women.
I mean, you should be. You should be listening.
Look. Look. Do you know how many single moms?
Don't go there. I'm not in that conversation.
Do you know? I'll go there. Do you know how many kids are raised by single mom and these men don't know nothing about women? This idea of like, oh, you be raised by all women? They'll listen.
I'm not making no statements.
And they want to make that. And look, why Mufasa got to be Wolverine? I smell 10 degrees to the left.
That was the training from the training with the women.
Man. No. She was like, you're special. She said she sensed it in them. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Something's different
you
about
can tell
you.
when somebody's special sometimes.
And the thing, it would have been cooler for him to find out his mama was alive instead of sensing it. I was like, oh.
He smelled her.
It was like, so she down the street.
No,
she down
they had the journey to get to
I smell a faint sense of my mother. And as he got closer, he ain't smelling no more. He kept on smelling his mother. You go 10 miles down the road, you way closer to
I don't know how to work. I'm not a lion. I don't know.
You way closer to the promised land.
We don't know how close they were. We don't know how far they had.
He's close to the smell. Oh, and why? Look here. Look. And why all the lions that's attacking them gotta be white? Why it's gotta be the albino tigers? What?
Well,
they made that. You can ask away.
I was just gonna point out, like in the original Lion King, the cartoon, you didn't see any other male lions except for Mufasa and Scar. All the other lions were lionesses.
Yeah, they said.
So I'm like, where'd all these cubs come from?
Oh, they said because I remember somebody pointed it out, and they said because in the animal kingdom, somewhere, just assume that they fathered all the children.
Yeah, so I guess Nala is.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, maybe
daughter.
I don't know, but look. Oh, what was the thing you said that I was gonna be mad about? You said something like, if you see the scene, you're gonna be mad.
Oh, when Mufasa and Sarabi got together and Taka was looking on at it.
Why would it make me mad?
I don't know. It just seemed like he would get mad at that.
Oh, I was mad at the after effect when he was like, "I'll kill you."
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna get everybody killed.
That's
it was like, wait, what, bruh? But he said that song. He like, she was my queen. You didn't even talk to her hardly.
My thing was, you just met her.
Thank you. And he's like, I was in love with her. You took the love of my life. You didn't know her. It was still up in the air.
Well, I mean,
Also, what was her name?
Sarabi.
Look here. That plan with the elephants. I like how they keep on trying to hit at Mufasa's death. He almost got killed by the elephants. She smacked the beehive down. And first of all, why you smacking beehives down? What's up with that? You gonna have Beyonce in here? You gonna smack a beehive?
Couldn't be mosquitoes.
Hey, if you a hater out there, when they released this on when they release it on streaming, you can use that to hate. Like, hey, like picture the beehive up there, and then when she slaps the beehive, it'd be like it'd be this ain't Texas, and you like stop the record like
Don't get me kicked out.
Yeah, I'll take full responsibility for my actions on my podcast.
You ain't gonna be at that concert and hear them say, "Get them." They gonna be talking about you.
I thought this would be a concert of peace. So anyway, once again, like I said, the development, the movies I've seen recently, not all of them, but like Next Day. I keep on calling the wrong name. Like one of these days.
One of them days.
One of them days. But the same issue, I ran into the same issue here. My problem is they don't. Okay, Rafiki. Okay, they was like, hey, these lions are coming through. They're not monkeys. What did he say they were?
Baboon.
Remember he said he's like whatever.
Yeah.
He was like they was like, yeah, they're coming through, you know, they and some of them keep climbing up, like something's going on, right? All baboons was like, it's him. And this is Rafiki the whole time. La 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 la. Yeah. And they were like, get out. I was like,
he already had his destiny. He already seen the tree
look,
with his brother.
This is all built on all of this stuff, I get it, is built on you seeing all the other stuff. But if you didn't, yes, it is, because they want you to be like, well, he's always been weird. He looks weird. So guess what happened? They kicked the weirdo out.
I didn't know nothing about Rafiki except for the animated one.
I wanted.
See him that much.
Could I have seen? Can I have seen a little bit of him doing stuff, it backfiring, or him doing stuff, and it worked, but they didn't like the way it worked, like some uneasiness, like, yeah, you helped us find water, but you messed up this, or yeah, you did this, you did that, or you never carry responsibilities. You know, like they make him out to be this dreamer that messes up everything. But as soon as he see some lions, they were like, it's his fault. Get out. And I was like,
I don't know. The backstory thing don't bother me because I think it's like a trigger thing with all the Tyler Perry stuff that I watch, because he does too much explanation, like background stuff. Because Karen on Sisters has been pregnant for 4 years. When is she gonna have this baby? Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
Wait, is that a show?
Yeah. Sorry. I just don't like a lot of backstory. Let's just get into the movie. Give us a little. Let's go. Like, I don't know. I don't need all that explanation like that.
It's not an explanation. It's just.
You want examples?
Yeah. It's not explanation. Like, what they're doing is, okay, sometimes if a movie's done well enough, you don't need it. But other times, if you're not immersed in the in the storytelling, you'll be like, I was off because I needed a little bit more of examples of him being somebody they don't like. They just say, lions, it's him. Get out. It's like, okay.
No, they gave his
No, they did. No, they did. But it was so quick. It was like, he's weird. He talks to bugs. Just like what's it called? Mama talk to bugs. Everybody, hey, you talk to a bug, you out, huh? No. Anyway, and it's like, and he has a bad leg. And this, get out. What? And then also, when they got to the promised land, remember the mainland, whatever they're trying to go to, they get there, right? Mm-hmm. And immediately the giraffes are like, oh, you Mufasa. The lions are looking for you. Everybody knows that. Get out. I'm like, how does everybody know? They're all the way back there. How did it travel up there?
Word of mouth.
Did the word of mouth from the elephants that did not talk during the stampede, not one of them talked to him?
Yeah, we gotta go.
No. Before that, he was asking questions like, excuse me, can I get some help? And they were just walking like, whatever. Yeah. So anyway, the elephant could have talked. And then all of a sudden, the evil main lion showed up and was like, he didn't even disguise it. He was like, yep, we hear your brother told us you're dead. It was like, dang, you want to give it a little, like, you just blew his cover.
We gotta get this final battle.
Everything went too fast. Oh, and Mufasa can't fight. The only fair fight that he had, the only fight that he actually really won one-on-one. Oh, he didn't, because when Taka's mama was getting attacked, he blindsided that lion and killed it.
Hey,
which is fine, but everything else, it's Mufasa. We ain't see him be big dog. Like he fought the main lion at the end. But then the rock fell on him. I mean, he fought, but he was getting his ass whooped. The whole time he was getting his ass whooped. But like, come on, you Mufasa.
He hadn't been that Mufasa yet. You got to work up to that.
This movie was, I don't even do ratings, but it's like 5 out of 10. It was like, I wouldn't show my kid this movie. That's it. I'm gonna have to have a kid. I'm gonna have to have a kid just so I could be like, these are the movies that we will not be watching. And they'll be like, we were watching the original Lion King. We're gonna watch Aladdin. We're gonna watch Beauty of the Beast. We're gonna watch
Princess and
101 Dalmatians. Oh wait, that ain't about relationships. Anyway,
Princess and the Frog.
I think I only seen it like once. Anything else you want to ask me about the Lion King?
No.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Got all you wanted to get out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, man. And then at the end, that BS at the end where it was like, where Scar decides to save him and stuff and gets scratched and stuff, and they killed the bad guy, and they'd be like, "You're king." It all happened too fast. It was like, well, you're king of the pride. And then he finds his mama, and it's like, wait a minute, his mom's been there the whole time. She would have hooked up with another dude by now. She would have been part of another pride. There should have been men there to be like, it would have been, if they would have cut all some of that stuff traveling, if they would have cut something out, they could have showed them trying to living amongst the land and trying to get them to trust him too. Like he was an outsider to Scar and his Scar.
They didn't believe in that.
Taka and his people. That would have been cool, but they didn't do it. They fast forwarded there, and then they're like, "You're king," and then what we should do about Scar, who tried to kill everyone, get every single animal killed in that kingdom. He was like, I will never say your name. He was like, well, call me Scar. He's like, Scar, your name's Scar. Go over there. It was like, that's it. He tried to kill everybody.
That's the only time I got mad at this movie, because I'm like, duh, I know what happens in the future.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you had an opportunity to save yourself, Mufasa, and
how is this fine to show little, like he had no redemption arc. Like for his actions, there was no for Scar. Think about it. If you show a little kid this at the end, oh, all you gotta do is forgive. Oh, what happens when I forgive? They'll kill you later. What?
It depends on which order you watch it in. Because I mean, if you watch it like we've been presented it, we already know Scar is,
and that's what makes it even more. That's what makes it even more wilder. Because like, you know, it's funny
we already knew what it was.
That's gonna be crazy when like kids watch it in the future. They're like, I watched the Mufasa, and then they watch the thing.
It messed me up watching the original one. Half the time I don't even watch it past when Mufasa died.
And that's what we missing. Like, we missing some. The henchmen weren't entertaining. Like as in, okay, I say this. Mufasa got his crew. They weren't that entertaining, but at least they were a crew. The bad guys just with the line that's talking like, yes, we will follow them. It was just so one note. I'm like, can we get a little season? It was dry. Like, dang.
I just want to know why they had British accents.
Because he went across the pond when he went in the river.
And I want to know why the two main Taka and Mufasa switched, because in real life Aaron is British and Kelvin, the one that played Taka, he's American. And then
really
they switched. And Taka's the one that played Martin Luther King on that show.
The grown-up version or the little one?
The grown-up.
It was both of them again?
Yeah. You didn't see the PR stuff?
It was them again?
I thought you knew.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He just looked different because he had a mustache and hair.
The same dude.
Lost the weight, yeah.
That's wow. Another thing I seen him in where I'm like, eh. Actually, I'll take that back. The Martin Luther King, Michael X thing did grow on me at the end.
Mm-hmm.
We still got to watch the last episode because it crashed. Remember? Anyway, well, I'm Cincinnati, man. That was me and my sister's thoughts on
I don't know how this review went. It was all over the place.
Well, I was pretty straightforward. I do have a thing about it's one of them days I forgot to mention. We were talking about earlier. The scene where Keke Palmer was working, or Drew was working in her restaurant, and she was serving.
Wanted more of more of those scenes.
No, with her crew or her fellow employees. Because we got a little bit. We got like one thing with the lady saying like, "Hey, I got a grandson or whatever for you. He look like Tyler Perry."
Yeah.
When she said that, the only question I had was, is that Tyler Perry in the dress or that's Tyler Perry in the suit? I mean,
neither is okay.
I mean, that was a legitimate question though, because I was like, what version of Tyler Perry
and
we
Tyler
get?
Perry ain't never been nobody's like, ain't no Aaron Pierre. Like, I've never heard anybody say, "Ooh, that's Tyler Perry."
Y'all gonna hear here first. I'm gonna tell you right now. 10 years from now, Aaron Pierre is gonna play Tyler Perry in The Life Story.
Don't put that on him.
He could do it. Yeah, he played Malcolm X. Now he playing Mufasa. He playing Tyler Perry next.
Well, this is Cincinnati Man and his sister. And
yeah,
we'll you have a good night, morning, whatever time you're watching.
We'll see y'all the next one. Bye.
Bye. Don't put that on him.
Hey, you love him as an actor. Apparently, he could do anything.
I ain't say that.
Shoot. Bye. You forgot what?
To mention that if it's not on the soundtrack, Monica's song, One of Them Days, she's been playing. And
yeah, why did they do that? It's just one of them days.
Unless it is.
Be alone. Just one of them days. I don't remember the rest of the song.
No, it's not on this.
They couldn't afford it.
Probably.
But okay, we out. Yeah.
I was chewing in the mic.
Are you gotta stay ready. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa. Taka scored. That was that after they played Michael X or Martin Luther King.